Hello students, I really hope you're doing well. Today I have come back with a new video on the quality chapter in your honeycomb. The chapter or the story was written by John Glassworthy. Let's know more about this chapter. The plot of the story states that when the story starts with the description of a boot shop, and on the top you all can see here in the picture also on PPT that the name plate on the shop, or top of the shop in fact, it was written Gessler Brothers. And a few shop shoes were also displayed on the window, which you all can see here in the picture also. They make shoes on orders in fact. The owner of the Gessler Brothers, he told, the narrator actually told or narrates about one of his meetings with Mr. Gessler. He says that it has not been possible to go to him much because the shoes he made have lasted very long and are the best of their kind. He said that he never wants to go again and again. He never. Why? Because the quality which he provided of the boots was so good that it lasts for years and years. So for next purchase, he hasn't got to go. He hasn't need to go. In fact, for frequent shopping of the shoes. The theme of this chapter, the story, is about the main commitment. The commitment to the one work, to the one's passion. Every worker is an artist, of course. When he loves his work, when he loves his job, of course, he's going to do the best for it. And Gessler Brothers' commitment was towards actually so good because they struggle a lot. They themselves struggle a lot, but only for one thing, that is the quality which they provided. And the strategy of the Gessler Brothers, they signifies the moral decay of the materialized civilization. They said the human values have been eradicated, have been buried somewhere, but we will not going to be buried. My civilization, my values will not going to be buried. So one day, the story starts with that one day the narrator goes to the boot market, the boot shop. He tells about the last shoes that he got from his creek. And after a long pause, Mr. Gessler asks him to bring the shoes to him. He assures that he cannot repair them. He will give the money back. Another day, he goes to Gessler Brothers to order a new pair, wearing a pair of new shoes which he bought due to some emergency from big firm. Mr. Gessler had once recognized that the shoes were not made by him, as it cannot be with that bad quality. So he touched a particular slot and narrator's shoes, and he said it is not comfortable for the narrator, says it hurts here. So he expresses that the large firms, they attract the customers. They're never going to give you the good quality, but they'll attract you with so many of advertisement. They spend a lot of money on advertisement so that they could fetch money out of it. But the actual, it hampers in the quality. So the new shoes, they lasted for 2 years, and his next visit receives quite a shock. When he enters the Gessler shop, the younger Gessler brother was informed that elder brother's death. And when he got to know that after 2 years, when he went there and he find out that there was no elder brother of Mr. Gessler, he said that he had been dead. So that made that he orders several pairs. He said it's being so bad to him, such a bad tragedy happened to Mr. Gessler. With that sorrow or with that disappointment or with this sympathy, he ordered many pairs. And soon after, the narrator leaves abroad and returns over a year. First shop he goes to Mr. Gessler, that Mr. Gessler, now 75, he is unable to recognize him at once. And narrator gives a huge order, and it actually, the wait is so longer than ever. The quality is so better. The quality was so better that he has to wait, right? So week after, when he went passing that little street, the narrator thinks that let him go and he should tell that yes, boots are very perfect. But when he goes to the place, he finds the shop, the nameplate is no longer. He got disturbed. He goes into the shop, and an English young man, he was there, and he greets him that and also welcomed him to get inside the shop for shopping. Narrator inquires about Mr. Gessler. He comes up with a, like, he told that how it would be possible. I just saw him a week ago. Upon hearing, the narrator was quite shocked. The young man told that he is dead because of starvation. He used to devote his time to the shoemaking so much that he forget everything. All the money which used to come, he used to put it for the rent or for the leather. And the fate was so quite obvious from the beginning. But both the narrator and the young man agrees that the Gessler brothers made a good quality of boots. So which made that he realized that how that Mr. Gessler, in fact, Mr. Gessler, how he sacrificed his life for the quality. So whole chapter was, students, it's all regarding the quality, how the chapter was revolving around the quality of the leather boots. The chapter gave you a very good lesson, a moral lesson, that you should never ever bury your own values and fetch money out of it. Mr. Gessler has made a very remarkable lesson in everyone's life and sacrificed his life for the quality. So, what now, students, here is the moral of the story. The story quality is about a shoemaker, Mr. Gessler, who struggles to survive in a time when success is determined by sales and advertisement, not by the quality of work. He devotes his life to make the shoes that they are fine as like any piece of art, and his perfectional, or you can say he was truly perfection in his art, where that craft was considered. Now here, these are assignment questions. You can pause the video and write down the questions and do it in your notebook. For better understanding the concepts, read the chapter properly and then start doing these questions. Thank you so much, students, for watching the video.